All right, so let's do some business updates now. Well, a technology which helps to report forest illegalities has been launched now to help fight illegal logging, mining, and farming. Now, over 3 million euros funded civil society-led independent forest monitoring platform in Ghana has already recorded close to 1,000 alerts and infrastructure and infractions in some 44 communities since year 2017. My colleague Araba Edu has the details of the story.
Ghana's forests make significant contributions to the country's economy. Timber exports used to be the third highest contributor to Ghana's GDP. But human activities such as illegal mining, logging, and farming continue to take a toll on the country's forest reserves. Western North, Ashanti, and Bono East are some of the regions adversely affected by illegal logging, mining, and farming. Speaking to GHOne News, Operations Manager at the Forestry Commission, Ato Owusu, says the age of the monitoring officials is affecting their output. He added that due to the cumbersome nature of monitoring activities in the forest, the Commission is finding it difficult to cope as most of their current staff are old.
The nature of the job, you have to be climbing hills, you have to walk a lot of distances. So if you are old, it means naturally you can't be performing like when you were young. We try to patrol, we go around the reserve boundaries to detect offenses. So if you are old, you are because of old age and you cannot go that far, it tells you that no, you have to get prepared because somebody else is needed to come and continue with the job.
To help address these challenges, over 162 residents in 44 communities have been trained by Nature and Development Foundation and Chopin-Boss Ghana to draw attention on forest infractions. The project, civil society-led independent forest monitoring platform in Ghana, costing over 3 million euros, has already detected a number of infractions in 44 areas across the country since 2017.
The infractions ranges from about 8 thematic issues: illegal logging, transportation, we have issues of SRA violation. So there are several significant things. The platform has been designed in such a way that we are able to monitor illegality across the forest value chain, from harvesting till it gets to the main export destination. And that is how the entire platform has been designed.
Basically, what we are seeking to do is to support forest management and governance by identifying irregularities and infringements happening at the community level. I am a forester, and one of the major challenges about forestry is knowing when and where illegalities are happening. There are very limited forest people out there, and being able to know where and when illegalities are happening is very crucial.
The project employs a technological 3-tier system of independent forest monitoring. The first level is community monitors. The second level hinges on community-based organizations in the district, while the third is for civil societies and the Forestry Commission.
This platform is actually like a savior to Ghana's forest, and it's something that I will implore all stakeholder organizations and state authorities to come on board. We have updated the app in such a way that the first thing you do when you open the app is to take a picture, possibly of the track or of anything that you see, before you come to giving in the other needed information. And once it's sent, it gets real time to us.
Despite Africans dwindling forest resources over the years, institutions and organizations continue to evolve strategies to salvage the integrity of what is left of the continent's forest. Civil society-led independent forestry monitoring platform in Ghana is just one of those.
Well, it's quite interesting because I know you definitely want to know about this particular project, and maybe somewhere in Akoko, in the eastern region, if somebody is engaged in illegal mining, probably the alerts will be taken by now. Abner Wood is a capacity building expert with non-state actors projects. So she'll break it down a little bit for us. But Abner, many thanks for joining us. So I was just mentioning, how would somebody in Akoko who is probably engaging in an illegality, falling log or something, get the prompt here in Accra that there's a wrongdoing there? Explain the project.
Okay, so the non-state actors project, which is the NSA project, is being implemented in Ghana by two organizations. We have Nature and Development Foundation, where I am, and Tropinbos Ghana, which is in Kumasi. So these two organizations are implementing the project in Western North region and in the Bono East region. So in Western North, we work in Seshuyoso Forest District and Biajo Aboso Forest Districts. These forest districts are actually three political districts. So we have Seshuyoso, Dwaboso, and then Bia East. We've got communities along that line, and then we've got communities in Kentampo, Atebubu, and all that. So what happens is that once community monitors have been trained already on the thematic areas to cover, falling logs, illegal logging, actually bushfire, illegal farms, illegal mining, all of these things that come up. Now we have technology-enabled devices that they have been equipped with. This technology is the RTM app called the Collector. That's a real-time monitoring app. What happens is that once you see an alert, say an illegal logging activity going on, you have a couple of questions that come up once you open the app. It will ask you what is happening or what do you want to report, say illegal logging. Okay, do you know the person engaged in this activity? Is a yes or no answer. If you say yes, it will ask you if you can write the name. If it's a no, you take a GPS location of where you found the illegal activity happening and then you send it. Once you send, real-time monitoring has a relay device in between which hits it. Now, this is a security feature we put in to protect the monitors who are reporting these infractions. So it comes as a coded message. That can be decoded once it hits the main monitor platform. So once it hits the monitor platform, I in Accra, Tropinbos in Kumasi, as well as the other organizations on the bigger CSIFM platform, which is the civil society-led independent forest monitoring platform, everybody can see what is happening.
Since its inception, several alerts. So tell me, if this is operationalized well, how well would it be able to help our economy, rake in revenue, amongst others?
Okay, this system uses a three-tier reporting format. So the first tier is from the community monitors. They send in the alerts. Once it hits, verifiers, who are community-based organizations, are also on this project to go and authenticate the alert that comes. If it's authenticated as true, then we take it up with Forestry Commission. Now, economically, this is what we are looking at. Imagine all these illegal logging activities that are happening. If they are going through the right channels with registered logging companies who are paying SRAs to designated communities. Now, that's a social responsibility agreement. And the law says that this amount of money is 5% of the stampage fees from all the trees that these registered logging companies log. This 5% goes to communities within a 5-kilometer radius where the logging activity is taking place. In so many communities that we have worked with, this has been the first time that they have benefited from the SRA initiative. In a community in Seshuyoso district called the Bedi Krofufro, the first time they received the SRA, they've been able to start a project on a chips compound and a nursery project in the community.
So some funds are coming in now
they
to
are coming
the community.
In, and they are feeling it.
I might not have all the time, but I just want to find out within 30 seconds the level of collaboration you're receiving, because sometimes it's a good project, but other people are not too enthused about it.
This project has received a lot of support from the Forestry Commission, I must say this. So the Forestry Commission we met 2017, deliberated, agreed on the move forward. So this is how come we have a control mission that CSOs can take with Forestry Commission on the alerts that have been verified and then decide on the way forward. So we have the collaboration of Forestry Commission, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources also on board. We have other relevant stakeholders from academia. Funny enough, we actually have traditional leaders from these communities who also see the effect of illegal logging on the forest, also supporting the idea.
Definitely, Abna, we at GHOne TV here would also want to partner you to make sure this initiative becomes a reality. Once again, thank you very much. That will close it for business.